Hi guys, welcome to the Binance coin session. If you're new to this and wondering what are these pink boxes and this white box and what I'm going to cover in my sessions, these are the key focus areas and they are based on two key concepts. Before getting into the details, you will always see this disclaimer. This is not financial advice, this is for education and research purpose only. So let's get started. Basically, short-term playground zones, there are two of them. The tricky part about Binance coin, I believe you also know, is it's also an exchange currency. So there could be quite some noises built into the price action of this coin, because trading activity would impact the price of the coin or the demand of the coin as well. So it's trickier than analyzing the other cryptos. But anyway, I'm trying to use the methodologies and try to spot the key points and explain to you. So not this line. Basically, we had starting from roughly here, early December last year, to where we were last week. Roughly 2 months, we were trading at the smaller short-term playground zone. We have been in the larger short-term playground zone since March 2024. So it traded for almost a year. So that's roughly 243 days, 8 months roughly, before it climbed to the smaller trading zone, playground zone. Now we have returned to this zone, and the price hit the top of the box, the resistance line, basically, and it seems to be a very pretty strong resistance line as well. So 2 days. Actually here as well, 4 days in total. The price has been hovering around at this level. And also, if we look at this, the bottom of the playground zone, or this trading range, if you like trading range more, as soon as it hits the bottom or the support line, there was quite a strong purchasing or buying force that pushed the price back to the ceiling of this playground zone. So it won't be surprising if there is going to be some horizontal trade going on in the coming days until more news that affects the macro sentiment surface. So basically the range we are looking at is 514 to 614 roughly. So $100 difference, or 20% range that we're looking at. So that's what we can tell from the daily chart. In terms of volume, it's not as low as what we had in January. It's actually varying quite a bit for this month, but obviously it's lower than what we had in December last year. So what does Wyckoff tell us? So in terms of Wyckoff stages, we had gone through roughly the buying climax, second test, up first, sign of weakness, a couple of them, and then we had our up first of the distribution, and then now we are seeking another I would say low or support before people or traders decide what to do next. So if we just look at the past 2 weeks, basically somewhere between the green line, that's the resistance line set by the up first, and the yellow line. That's the support line set by the sign of weakness. Let me change to a line chart so it's easier for you to see. So the green line and the yellow line is the price or the trading range that's defined for, let me remove these things. Yeah, for the coming weeks, maybe, if there are no particular bad news coming for crypto. So if it stays neutral and there's no macroeconomic events developing, it may stay on this upper half between the purple and green line. If the sentiments or economic factors goes bad or like worse than what we have now, it may trade between the yellow and the purple line. And if it goes really bad, it can return to the long-term playground zone. So the last accumulation cycle over here, the orange text, lasted for roughly 539 days before we have this big cycle compared to the last one. Binance can reach a higher high than what we had in 2021 and 2022. So let me get back to this. And that's pretty much for Binance Coin for now. So even though it has a bit of noise in terms of being an exchange currency, we can still like observe a pretty good pattern in terms of a longer time frame. So that's something I am quite satisfied about. It's good to study different assets, especially they behave a little bit different, and the methodology seems still working. So I'll move on to Ripple next. Actually no, Solana.